Hey everyone, I know there's a lot of questions out there among riders with the new TBI models coming out regarding fuel mileage. I actually had the same questions myself, which is why I'm making this video, because I didn't find a lot of information out there with this system being so new. I am riding a brand new 2023 XC 300 and I desert raced it this past weekend, and there wasn't a ton of information as far as range, especially when it comes to racing. Lots of videos, or I would say a couple videos out there that kind of go over range in like single track environments or just kind of daily riding. But when you're on the pipe, I was like, how much or how far can I go? The race I did this weekend on my GPS showed 106 total miles. It was 2 identical loops. So for me, I'm going to call them 52-mile loops. And I was honestly concerned that the stock tank on this XC wasn't going to give me enough range to make that. So I threw a can in the e-gas and basically fingers crossed threw a liter bottle on my backpack and decided to just go ahead and send it. And so I passed the e-gas my first loop knowing that I had that backup in my backpack, and hoped that I could make the pits. And thankfully, I did make the pits. I didn't have to use that gas bottle in the backpack, which I was super pumped about. Obviously, that saves a ton of time. And then I was really confident going into the second loop that it would be the same, and it was. The fuel consumption on both loops was relatively identical. It was a 50-mile loop that included a lot of sand washes, lots of wide open desert where you were really ripping, some roads, some big sand hill climbs. So pretty typical of kind of your desert racing scenario. Lots of, just really getting on that pipe and looking for that horsepower. So I wanted to show you guys what that fuel level looked like after 50 miles, 52 miles for me. So as you can see here on the left-hand side of the tank, that fuel line is maybe about an inch or so below the radiator shroud. If I level out the bike, it does drop down just a little bit, probably about 1.5 inches or so. And then on the right-hand side, I know you can't see it here, but of course it's level there, and it's about 1 inch below the shroud. So if I had to guesstimate on how much fuel is in this tank right now, I would say there's probably about a liter and a half left. So I would give myself, at the pace I was going, maybe another 5 to 10 miles before I was completely dry. But for the races we do around here, I think 50 miles has been the biggest loop that we've done. And I raced the Idaho Desert series. So there may be other series out there that have bigger total loops. So I would say any loop around that 50-mile range, you're probably going to be good, assuming you're about the same race pace as me. And just to give you an idea of where I'm at, I would say I'm a fast B rider, planning to move to A class next year, and we'll probably be about middle of the pack A. So anyways, I wanted to put a video on here with some real world experience, with some visual as far as how much gas was left after my race. So again, 50 miles, race pace, that's how much gas I had left in the tank. So hopefully this video helps someone who's maybe a little bit nervous about fuel consumption. Hoping to share some more videos like this with my experience as a new desert racer and an experienced woods rider. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.